Hello, friends. Welcome. I think we should be all good to go. Yep, shows I'm live. Welcome back again to our Iron Teeth live stream playthrough here in Update 6. Last time, we heavily expanded our industrial area down here, released the capacity for one, and started the process of expanding our power generation as well. We've got plenty more to get done. Get more bots into all of the different buildings and see what we're going to be able to accomplish. It's good to see you. Skrymer, Josh, good to see you both. Oh, and o'clock is derived from the root form soon. Is it really? I legitimately don't know. But that would be pretty funny in the context of the TM emoji. But today, I wanted to get into the dirt excavation. Haven't done that yet. And just have to figure out exactly where it's going to go. Doesn't really matter, I don't think, in the long run where we place it, but it does have to be powered. Which, you know, doesn't necessarily have to restrict where it goes because it does only draw 200 HP. We could put it in this area even because we have this engine here that is not going to always be used to power these things. I guess it, actually maybe it does. Okay, because these things are always drawing power even if they're not being used. That's kind of dumb. I wish that wasn't that way. So never mind, I lied. We're going to have to figure something else out. We added this charging station for the bots over here. We've got 12 of these hydroponic gardens making algae, and we have 6 making mushrooms. We have not run out of mushrooms yet, but we might at some point sometime soon. So we'll probably end up having to add a couple more of these hydroponic gardens for mushrooms. I did say I was going to get rid of the inventors here and replace those with other things, but all of it takes time. So we'll see what we can do today. I don't know exactly how long the stream is going to be, but it should be at least a couple of hours. So let's see. Can we fit another set of wheels here? We can, although they're going to be all the way into this corner. I don't think that's going to work super great. I don't know. We'll see. Got time enough to figure it out before I have to go and do other stuff. Wait, these are, why are these dry? Our water level here shouldn't really be going down. It really shouldn't be going down, so I don't know. I guess it's just evaporation because I don't have any pumps. Yeah, I don't have a single pump in here. Unless I forgot that I added some, but no. I guess that is okay. We were going to maybe talk about greening up the area as well. But we're not quite there yet. We got plenty of other stuff to do. Like, we have this entire other half of this crater we haven't even messed with yet. Put the wheels in around the corner. Yeah, we could. I was just trying to figure out if it's going to make sense. No, I couldn't fit 2 anyway, no matter what I did. This should, in theory, rotate just fine. I could put a second one on this side, depending on how we want to structure things up here. I could put one wheel here and one wheel here. I don't know that they would be, I don't know that they'd be a very good power generator. How much are these doing? These are 403, these are 400. These are 400. These should pretty much all be exactly the same. 401, 401, 401, 402. Once again, asking for a way to stop having to listen to the building sounds every time I click on one. These are still 400? Yep, okay. Well, that seems to be about the maximum we can get out of these things anyway, even though the rated capacity is 270, according to that. Did I just start? Yep, a couple minutes ago. Is there a water leak at the end of the water wheel waterway? I sure water hope not. We fixed that, I am pretty sure. Yeah, this is still boxed in. And it's about oh, you know what? It's actually a little lower. It's a little lower than it was before, and I think that is because of how we have this set up. Because I did want this to still be able to spill over during a temperate season. So it is, when it's dry, going to be down lower, because I do have to have this gap here still. I guess if I had been thinking a little bit better, I could have put some sluice gates underneath here and then selectively opened and closed them to keep the water level a little bit higher. But the end result would have still been the same during a drought, because this would always be a lower level. Other end next to the dead wheat. Oh, yeah, we sure do have dead wheat here, don't we? So these did in fact become contaminated. I don't think this is leaking, and I don't think it's possible for it to leak because we have sluice gates. Those cannot be fed back through the other end. This still says 1% contamination, though, so I guess it's just really, really, really hard to get all that garbage out of there. The Soon TM thing has kind of just been a general internet meme for a really long time. I've been doing it forever. Long before I started doing YouTube. So maybe we do need to put in contamination barriers here. I did not think it was going to be an issue. Obviously, it wasn't going to be one here because there's no direct contact. It's kind of air-gapped, if you will. But I guess we will find out what happens. We got plenty of stuff to do. I really need to get this dirt excavator in before too long, though, because I was trying to expand our farming area in a couple of different places. And it's going to need all the help it can get. So, if you're not familiar, the good thing about the dirt excavator is that it will dig infinitely in terms of supplying dirt, but it will only dig a hole to the bottom of the map. So it really doesn't matter where you put it. It doesn't matter how much land is under it. You will always get dirt. The bad thing is it's ugly, and it takes up a lot of space. So it also has to have a clear path downward for the little blades to go. So, you know, in theory, we could put it just about anywhere. We just have to be prepared for where it's going to sit. It does have the second story entrance here. So if we wanted to have it be in this general area, we could. We would just need to have probably another way for the bots or regular beavers or whoever ends up working in there to actually get into things. And this is still connected here. These centrifuges need to have somewhere else to go. And I'm not entirely sure where that's going to be. It probably would make sense to have it in this general area because we're getting bad water here. But I am not really in love with it being on the shore here. But these are in a line. It looks fine. It's okay. We might be able to leave it. I don't know. I don't think it really matters that much. But we do need to get something going in that regard. We could also put it in this nasty bad water hole here. But again, it has to have power. So it all comes back to the power. I also can't run it through the floor here for obvious reasons. But if we were to place this in any one of these locations, we would have to probably figure out some other weird way of supporting it. Because it's not going to go great on the edge of this because, well, I can just place it here to show you, but they're going to have to go up to get into it, and that's annoying. I don't want to do that. Put it at the end of the map with a double runoff. We could. It might be kind of far away. Wait, why was good water coming out of this? How did I... What was going on with that? There's supposed to be bad water coming through here, so why was there... Okay. I don't really know what's going on. I guess maybe that was the leftovers from when this was just about ready to switch over. 2 different water outputs. Me, it would be insane power generation. I don't know. I don't think it's really going to be that much better than this. Ever since the water folding stopped being a thing in Update 6, mercilessly, I have not forced you to sit through me attempting to figure it out, and our friend Skystorm has not reappeared on YouTube, so I really have no idea how it's changed. I just know it's not the same. We'll see what happens, I guess. I'm going to go ahead, for the benefit of... getting literally anything done, and I'm just gonna See, I can't even decide. That's the bad part. I wonder if I could hide it under here. Do you think that would work? No, it's too tall. But if I lowered this down a little bit, because this is already super redundant. We know we can get rid of this. No problem whatsoever. This is still supplying power this way, but this is a substantial amount of... I can't even begin to show you here because of the angles here, but this is a substantial amount of overhang that we could use to cover the ugly hole. If we can figure out a good place to put this where it's not going to be flooded. So it would have to be... It would have to be elevated up at least one more level, I think. This would not be flooded right now, but it would likely be flooded during a temperate season. Man, I hate looking at ugly things. Gestures wildly at this entire thing. I know it's ugly, but I hate this thing. It's so stupid looking. Along with the engines. I don't know. Regarding the water beaver bypass, I'm recording that tomorrow's episode after this stream. So I will be able to fix the problems you guys brought up in the comments there. I am reading those, I'm just not addressing them. The new water output. Are you talking about like right here? It's so far away from the main district. Okay, alright. We have to use extract, which is why I want to try to keep it near where the centrifuges are or where the centrifuges are going to be. Right now, the centrifuges are here. The dynamite is here. The bad water pumping is here. We probably do need to maybe optimize this a little bit. And I put the bots right here because I thought this was a good place for the bots, but now I'm kind of regretting putting them there. We probably should have put them on the other side, because then this could be bad water processing instead. And I have the mine here that we're not even using. It hasn't even been built yet, when we could have easily put something else here. Oh, here's an idea. Is this gonna... Ooh. Ooh. What if we did this? Just popped it on the end of the mine. That doesn't look terrible. Doesn't look great. But it doesn't look terrible. Why did I pause the game? I think, though, for the benefit of getting this set up a little bit nicer, I'm going to put in a set of the platforms here. Again, why did I pause to do this? That will go there. And then, if I can figure out a clean and easy way to get the power on the other side here, then we'll just have this come around this way, go right into it. Ah, see, this isn't gonna want to play nice because I put that stream gauge there. But that doesn't need to be there, so it can go away. Oh, I didn't shut my email client down again. Well, I guess we're going to hear a lot of noises because that's apparently what happens now. Number of gravity batteries and engines currently enough for the demand during the drought. No, they're not. That is why we're going to have to continue building more. I have heard of RimWorld. I have not played it. I do not know if I will play it. But I will probably put out a survey or something for people to submit suggestions for games again at some point in the near-ish future. I did one at the end of last year, and a lot of people suggested like the same 3 games. So I don't know if it's going to end up like that again, but I do want to make sure you guys are being actually active in that process. So I think, yeah, probably just going to be easiest to bring power out this side here. And then figure out some way of... You know what? No, let's make this clean. Let's make this clean. That can go that way. Because remember, we're going to have our pathways across the top here anyway. That'll go there, that'll go there. And then straight down. Yep, there's the email sound. Fantastic. All right. How did I never... Okay, I seriously didn't unlock the vertical power shaft one? Well. That will get us power over here, and it's not the most beautiful thing ever again, but it is, in fact, working. So, yeah, that's kind of cool, like the little half frame there. We also need to put in these storages here, like we have done in the past. So that's going to be probably... Let's take that out. I always forget about these, what do you call them? Overhangs. Because that going here, and then this one with a 4 is going to allow us to place stuff on top of these. I can either do one here and then stairs down, or I can put more of these 3x1 overhangs, right, like so, and then just kind of cover this. I think this looks fine, honestly, to do that. I don't know that we're going to need more than 2, but I can get rid of that double platform and that double platform. This will be nice and clean underneath. Yeah, I like that. Let's do this. Let's run this right the way around the outside. Large industrial piles here and here. Set for dirt. And then also, oh, there's that sea shanty coming through, and I'm zoomed way in. I need to put storage for extract. Which, oh, well, I know what we can do. I can either put a giant tank on top of this, or I can put a couple of these medium tanks, and we can just not worry about it. I do like the idea of things being symmetrical like this. Although, I should have reversed that direction there, or just did one of these numbers, like so. There we go. That's going to allow me to put in a staircase here. I think that's, you know, probably okay. I will not be playing Doki Doki Literature Club, no. Water folding is still in update 6, however they changed the water wheels no longer produce backflow. Maybe that's what I was thinking of then. The giant tanks are going to hold way too much extract. We don't need... it's one extract every 2 hours. And even if this is running with bots, it's only going to use 12 extract per day. We don't need the giant ones. Although I do need to set both of these to hold extract. So this is still waiting on getting these put in. That shouldn't take too long. We're generating a pretty good amount of supply. Actually, I did not think it would be this much. So maybe these engines were in fact superfluous. How are you doing on science production? It's okay. It's okay. But if we make enough power, we can just go over to the number crunchers. There's a couple people who in some of these streams and the videos have been absolutely feral. I hate these things. They're super ugly. And they don't fit nicely in any layout whatsoever. But some people really like these, so I guess we could just, you know, suck it up and put some in. I'm going to have to figure out oxygen not included. We'll see. We'll see. It's one of those things where it's like everything I've ever heard about it is, hey, this is really hard. And I haven't watched a whole lot of gameplay of it, but I don't want to make stuff where I look like an idiot because I do a good job enough of that myself. I don't need help with that. Oh, this is 4,000 for... Okay, maybe we won't do this with bots yet. But we do need to make sure these are all set up, ready to go. This is, yeah, you know, this is a good spot for this because it's mining the earth and it's mining the whatever is in this hole. How late are you planning to go? Not super late. I still have to record tomorrow's video, so most likely between 2 and 3 hours from stream start, which was 25 minutes ago. But I know I'm going to need to at least get rid of 2 of these inventors so I can put in 2 more hydroponic gardens. It also depends on how hot it gets up here. That's part of the reason why I don't stream in the afternoon as much as of late is because it gets unbelievably hot upstairs. Especially when I'm running an 800-watt space heater. And the air conditioner already has a hard time keeping up because it's stinking hot outside. So, probably not going to be able to do super long stream today because it has been quite hot. But as we get further on into the fall, we might be able to do some in the afternoon once things cool down. Why do I have a space heater? My computer is a space heater. That's how electronics work. It has a 750-watt power supply, and I've got monitors, and I've got all this other stuff. And when it runs, waste energy is converted into heat, and it heats up the room. Alex, I'm very concerned about the types of games you're suggesting that I play on stream. I've heard Catherine was good. I haven't played it. The only Atlas games I've ever played were Persona. I will not be playing Yandere Simulator, however that's pronounced. That is horrifying. I don't think the last 2 water wheels are connected. Oh, you're absolutely right. They are not, because I thought I was going to have to put in some more... Oh, okay, yeah, we're good. I thought I was going to have to put in more, these things, engines. But it seems we won't need to. Oh, okay, good. I can pronounce that, but I can't pronounce anything else. All right, that's good to know. Yeah, we unfortunately cannot really cool houses off in the U.S. by opening windows in the summer. At least not where I live. Because the humidity is unfathomably high. So it would actually be worse if I opened the windows. Oh, it's not as bad as I thought it was. It was much worse earlier. It's only 55% now. But very commonly in the afternoon, it can be like 80 or 90% humidity here. Yeah, heat index 93. But there's so much latent heat from the afternoon that it's like heat soaked the entire world over here. Oxygen not included can be convoluted, but does scratch an itch for critical thinking. Well, I'm not good at that. Speedrun videos help me get the basics with short attention span. Oh, okay. Well, that's helpful to know. Oh, that's cool. I have never been to a convention. But everybody I know who goes always says they had a fun time. Hey, John. Hey, Roy. Yeah, just the way the house is constructed is just not possible to do that, unfortunately. Getting the air from the basement into the upstairs. I think it might actually be against building code to have ventilation between different floors if it's not finished space, which our basement is not. Yeah, if you spend $60 to $80 at the door, you better say you had a good time. I don't know, money's just it's just money. You use it to buy goods and services. If you had a good time, you had a good time. If you didn't, then, well, at least you learned you maybe don't want to do that again. Need to attend a con? Eh. You really should get air conditioning in the UK. I understand historically why it has not existed, and the way that your houses typically are constructed is not conducive to staying cool in the summer, but it's only going to get worse from here, folks. It's like every single summer feels like it's hotter than the last. You look at historical data, that's not necessarily true, but it is definitely not getting any better. The craziest weather thing that always blew my mind as a kid was in the Midwest in the U.S. The Great Lakes, which are really more like inland freshwater seas. Calling it a lake is really a huge disservice to the size of these things. But they would get what's called lake effect snow on, I forget which side of the lake it is. But because of the way that the thermals from the different temperature of the lake versus what's the weather over the land would always react and cause these crazy weather patterns. I was just like, oh, lake effect snow. Does that mean it snows where you have lakes? And I'd go over, we got like lakes over where I live. Like, there's no snow here. It's like, all right, you're 6 years old. You don't understand this yet. But I always thought it was fun. If you like the heat, I hate the heat. It is my least favorite thing in the entire universe. That does not sound fun. All right. But yes, if we're going to be yapping, we probably should be building some stuff. I did research these already. The Earth Repopulator, we've got to figure out where we're going to put that thing. Because it is... Oh, the lag is unbelievable. It is 7 by 7? Is that... Do you think it would be stupid to put it on top of this? Just build a whole bunch of platforms and then just pop it up on top of this thing? That's why Buffalo gets destroyed every year. That was a very loud bell sound. But yeah, I always see like pictures and video from Buffalo. Like, we got 6 feet of snow. Like, you what? Oh, no. They're not inspecting the house. The house is already built. But if we ever have to do renovations or sell, then, oh yeah, they're going to take you out back and beat you senseless. Putting it on top would look cool. All right, let's do that. Why is that a different sound? Hold on. Now listen. Yeah. It's a different pitch. It's like a minor third up in terms of semitones. That bothers me immensely. Anyway, that's gone. I'm going to have this be, I think, 2 blocks up. I don't know if I can get away with... Hold on. I want to try something real quick. I'm going to pause this just to see... Oh, we have the mouthwashing station right here, too. So maybe we don't want to get this completely discombobulated. But if I can get away with this, I just want to see if this is possible. Let's see. We've got braziers. I'm not going to put those under something. It's not like when they burned the freeway down in Atlanta. That was a fun 3 months of driving. I guess that's story time later. Can I get away with this? See, this would be 7 by 7. Can I... Oh, that's too bad. I was going to say, you know what, that would be really cool if that would work, but it's not going to let me do that. All right. Well, at the very least, an attempt was made. So what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to make a 7 by 7 spot for this. But it doesn't have to be completely square 7 by 7, and they have to be able to get into one side of it. So, oh, the lag. I'm going to have them come up, I think... Ooh, is that, geometry-wise, is that going to work? I'm going to have the center of this thing probably be right here. I obviously can't build on top of the rooftop terraces, but I can use overhangs. So I think what we're going to need to do is just put in one of these type of deals and then start building some sort of like a a framework for this. This also could just be like a really stupid thing that I've decided I'm going to now commit to doing. But I am very curious to see if this is actually a viable thing. Because right now I can't build on top of these roofing pieces because it doesn't want me to do that. I also don't need this to be 7. This is only 7 by 6. Hold on. All right, I know I've looked at this thing like 8 times. Yeah, that is in fact 7 by 7. But what is it like a 5 by 5 with legs on the side? Is that what this is going to treat itself as? I think that might be what it treats itself as. So if that's the case, if it's a 5 by 5 with legs on the side, then we could we could commit architectural sins, and then we could get our 5 by. Oh, no way, dude! No way is that going to be a smart choice. But it's going to let me do it, so we're going to do it. I think right here is where this makes the most sense. If I... Hold on, I want to look at this from the side. How tall is this? Oh, okay, that's not very tall at all. It's going to have to go up 1 more level. 2 more... Where did I put that? Right here? So that goes there. Then I would just have to have... on each side, I'd have to have 3. So that wouldn't work because it wouldn't... Oh, man, this is already making my brain hurt. Why did I do this? Depends on who's banging it. Is that in reference to the tone of the bell? Because that's not how that works. What do you guys think? Like, I'm gonna have to... Well, you know what? I need to build this anyway. If I just try and put this on top here, I know it's not going to work. But, oh, that just looks so cool, though. You know what we might have to do? You might think this is stupid, but hear me out. What if we just put overhangs out like this? Just kind of extended this. Then that would give the corners... actually, I could just do that. Is that cool, or is that just really stupid looking? I don't know. I think that looks pretty cool, to be perfectly honest with you. Oh, look at that thing, man. Look at that. Oh, that's super awesome. It's cool because it's dumb, but it works. Yes. Yes. Okay. This is a thing of beauty, friends. Oh, man. It's like a... Woo, boy. All right. I just need to build stairs to get up to this now. So, oh, this is like the best. Objectively speaking. I got to figure out how to get these stupid idiots up here. Oh, I just solved that problem. All right. All right, I know how we're going to do it. This has to go up this way. Oh, yeah, it's all coming together. Look at this mess, folks. We're going up the stairs, and then we're going up here, and then... Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at that. It's gonna... It's gonna work like a dream here, folks. And I can use space on top of these if we do it this way. So that can come in like so. Although, honestly, I probably shouldn't have done it like quite like that. It's fine. This looks cool enough. I'm going to choose not to care about it being slightly stupid. Now, the only problem is that I can't come this way with it. It's going to have to... it's going to have to go across again because I have that roof piece there. But, yeah, look at this. Look at that. You know, I don't hate it. I don't really love it, but I don't hate it. And that's always the hallmark of something that is somewhat successful. This side can, however, wrap all the way around. And we'll just do that. You know what? It's good enough. It's good enough, folks. It's going to work. On the upside, an architect would never design it. Yep. Hey, you got that right. Overhang go over the roof piece? I don't think so. We can try that independently over here. Nope. Does not. Yeah, it's definitely not going to ever win any contests for beauty, but hey. Oh, you know what? I just had an idea. I just had an idea. What if I did the 4x, and then this would be the world's coolest rooftop terrace. Just right on top of this thing right here. We got multiple levels going on, man. Look at this. That is pretty cool. Yeah, I think I really like this a lot. It's going to take them a super long time to build this. Because they're going to have to come up here, but honestly, I just want to watch them build this. I don't want to worry about anything else. Stuck beavers. Stupid idiots. I'm sure, Aaron, you are an intelligent person, but your beaver has made some very questionable choices today. Mastock breed TBG. You too, same as well. I guess we'll just have to sacrifice our stairs so your namesakes can live to get stuck another day. Fortunately, that's easily replaced. Set it to low priority so they build the other stuff first. Yes. I love how this has a has workplace. Like, well, I thought you just built it and you launched it. But man, look at the the lag. Look at the range on this thing, man. We get I mean, all the bivers live here. Yes. That's cool. We still have the tribute to ingenuity we have to build somewhere. But man, this I did say that when we built and launched this, then that would be the end of the playthrough, so I don't want that to happen yet. We still have a little bit of stuff to do. I'm not ending the playthrough yet, but probably within the next couple of streams, it is probably going to be time to be done with it. After you built it, you had 500 treated planks and 500 berries. Really? For the what was this one called again? Oh, lag. The repopulator. I thought, okay, so what is... Oh, the recultivator uses wheat. Launch for the bonus for the... Okay. Gotcha. End it when you can actually start launching people. Okay. We're going to take our time, though. We still have plenty of stuff to do. Yeah, I'm glad we kind of made this level with the water, because this looks... you see that? As it starts digging deeper and deeper, the surface bubbles a little bit. That's pretty cool. The mountain map like the one I'm playing for Folktales. There's another email sound. It's astounding how useless email has become. It's like, oh, when you're a kid, you see, oh, the mail's here, and then you go check the mail, and it's exciting to get letters or some whatever thing, and now it's just junk mail or bills, and then email comes out. It's like, oh, how cool! I can get a message on my computer, and now it's all just junk mail, or bills, or notifications from something you didn't know you signed up for the newsletter for. Hey, Battery, did you miss much fun? You missed the world's most insane, backwards, I'm an engineer, watch this, not really, building thing to place the Earth repopulator up on top of the housing complex. All entirely on a single platform using the overhangs. It is a thing of beauty. It is also not to be trusted in high winds or earthquakes. It's glorious. It's absolutely glorious. We've got a while yet to go. There's plenty of other things that we need to be doing. We also have not built motivatoriums, wind tunnels, mud baths, or anything else, really. And I'm not really sure where those should be going. We definitely do need them, though, because our beavers are going to be very, very bored once the bots completely take over everything. We also have terraforming started. The dirt excavators are dirt excavating. And I have 390 dirt, so we should probably start replacing some of it. Let's, I wanted to expand our farming here. So that is what I was going to be doing. Just bringing this up to speed here. And then I'm going to leave... Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to build that all the way up. They're going to take their sweet time doing this, of course, because you know how it works. But it's going to be really cool to see. Going to be really cool to see once this is all in place. I do not suspect that this will be finished and ready to go by the time we are done today. But every little bit counts. And I am aware that this is going to not all be irrigated once this is all taken care of, but it's going to be nice to be able to grow a whole bunch more stuff. Does a wind tunnel have a region above it that you can't build into? That is a very good question. I have never bothered to figure that out. So just for the education, I don't want them to build this. So I am going to have to pause it. I don't want to pause the game entirely, but the building, I believe, is counted as 2 blocks tall. Yeah, it'll let me build there, so that's a complete gap of 4. This would be a complete gap of 3. Aha! Yeah, okay. So it does need the complete gap of 4, it seems. We'll check the block spec if it were at my computer. That is okay. We can learn by doing, but that's not going there. Oh, you know what? All this space here with all these engines that we probably don't need to have here might also be okay. Wow, they're doing this quick. I didn't think they're going to be able to build... Oh, okay, I can't click on that because there's a billion of them. I didn't think they could build from this side. I thought it had to be the direction of the arrow. Well, it's fine. Water is good. Okay. So this is stage 1 of the lag generator. Ugh, Earth repopulator. I wanted to make sure that we took a look at this. Because they said it had 5 different... I think it was 5 stages, or was it 3 stages? This looks cool. This looks really cool. I don't know that they're going to be supplying much for this. And we definitely need to have more metal. That's going to take a while to get the metal, but we also don't have any more storage. It's currently full. So who knows? It's going to take a long time to build just because we have to make the metal in real time, but we're not off to a terrible start. We just have to get these guys to do something. Yes, MP3 had made that. It is pinned in the Timberborn channel on the Discord. But it was all the different block heights, because I think that was during update 4 when I was trying to figure out what I could build underneath the overhang platforms at that point in time. Okay, yeah, they're not going to bring anything over here for that. Although that does look really cool. I really like this. Especially with the little terrace up here. That's pretty sweet. How much dirt have we already put in here? A decent, surprisingly decent amount. This should irrigate right to about here, I think, ish. We'll see. I might put another one in. But we need to continue migrating stuff over here, and I have not done a great job of that. I don't know if we're ever going to need more than the amount of bots that we are currently currently making? I know we have 62 unemployed beavers. We have 247 workers, so I think by the time all's said and done, we're going to need almost 400 bots working, so probably going to need to build another couple of factories and assemblers. Overhang pyramid? No, I'm not that good at this game. There are plenty others who are quite talented at doing that. I believe I can get away with doing 3 more bot factories here, here, here. And then we'll put the assemblers up here, of course. And then, from then, I don't know what else we'll be doing. But I also don't want to take everything away quite yet. What have I not automated yet? That's a better question. Let's figure that out. Builders' huts. We have decent charging available, so we probably could do those, but let's check our haulers. Ah. Okay, well that's one more taken care of there. Someone made an AND gate using sluices? Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. I will not be doing that. I can promise you, I will not be doing that. Man, it reminds me of early Minecraft when Redstone got introduced and people figured out they could use programming logic on it. It was over for me at that point. I was like, I'm never going to understand this. I'm trying to parse this in my brain, because I know they will update sluices next to them, and they can be operated externally using the contamination level. But contamination level is not something that's easy to control. So you would almost, oh god, you could make, if you were very clever, I think, in theory, would it be possible to make binary by combining 2 equal strength bad water and good water sources behind different sets of sluice gates that would like mix to create different flow states? Please do not ask me to try this. I will absolutely not do it. But if the contamination trigger is a binary on or off, it should in theory be possible. Don't ask me to explain it, because I'm not going to be able to. But I would think that would be possible. Please do share that when you're finished. I always like looking at those. I regret to inform you that if they can change it to a NAND gate, then you can theoretically create any other logic gate. Oh god, please do not let the Timberborn meta change into Redstone 2.0. Technically, if you're allowing for contamination to dictate bit state, that it's an analog system. I'm going to pretend I understood what that means. In theory, I should. I never had programmer brain. I lasted like 2 days into trying to teach myself how to code. Did not end well. Coffee capacity-wise, I never remember what coffee looks like. And it's always under materials and not food or beverages, so I never think to look over here, but it is full at 1200. Is it boosting well-being? Yes, it is. Okay. Maybe we could focus on doing a little bit... Oh, we hardly have any of the fun stuff. Detailers, I have to prepare files for. Scratchers, those are easy to put in. We just haven't done it yet. We could put some of those in easy. I just don't know exactly where. But we can put some somewhere. Oh, you know what? This would actually not be a bad place to do something like that that had another interactivity kind of deal. We could do frog statues and scratchers. How's that gonna... Oh, this actually takes a substantial amount of space. Maybe not. Maybe not. But put enough scratchers up here. Actually wouldn't be a bad thing. Let's try that, see if that works. They should get a pretty decent amount of use. Because we do have almost... Well, we got like 330 some people. Hey, look at those guys go. They're having the time of their life scratching on that thing. Detailers. How big are the detailers? Oh, yeah. Okay, we probably will put detailers up here at some point. But we're not there yet, so for now they can get their scratch on. I got some friends who are electrical engineers. I understand just as much of what they do as what civil engineers and mechanical engineers, and well, I guess civil engineer is just kind of a general term. If it involves math, you can rest assured that I will not understand it. Minecraft YouTubers migrating to Timberborn would be wild. It would also completely destroy my ability to do Timberborn on YouTube. Cannot compete with those guys. I don't know. I actually, believe it or not, 10, 12, however that math works out to, I wanted originally to be a Minecraft YouTuber in, I guess it was 2011, maybe? That would be 13 years, yeah. 13 and a half years ago. And I made a couple videos. They were not good. And then I figured, you know what? I should probably actually do something productive with my life instead of playing video games on the internet. And then I proceeded to not do anything productive and just play video games off the internet instead. But that is, I guess, a little chunk of unknown past JC lore for you. Sorry you're late. You don't need to apologize. We're just here having a good time. But what you did miss, Goliath, was that now... Oh my god, look how fast these guys are working over here. We have the Earth Repopulator under construction. Wow, they're going ham on this thing, man. We have made, like... Oh, the lag. We have made a very spindly support system off of one platform, and then a metal platform, and then overhangs, and I think it looks really cool. Math is definitely not a universal language, or else I would understand it. Music, though, I do understand. Except for the parts that involve math. Which is why I could not get a music degree. Beavers need to see a neurologist. They're also at triple speed. It's much less insane looking at single speed. But they are in fact working. You know, I don't know when the next stage of construction is, but I did want to watch and see. I think you'll need a little bit more pathing for the no, I think they can reach all of it. They should be able to from here. Although we can just go ahead and add some here. That should take care of it. I saw a song someone made in the time signature pi over... No. 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 Please no. Oh, is that even possible? Is that even possible, the note divisions? I mean, I guess if you want to get really, really, really deep in the weeds. What about Elvish? I never actually read Lord of the Rings. I read... Oh man, maybe 22 years ago. I might have tried to read The Hobbit when I was like, okay, I was like 12, so maybe that's why I didn't really care for it too much. Did not really get very far. Movies are okay. I can't find anything wrong with them. I just didn't really care for it too much. The Hobbit ones were fine. There were, I guess if we're talking about Elvish, Lord of the Rings, or whatever, there was a girl in band with me in middle school who, I guess, I don't know if she was fluent in Elvish, but before high-speed internet existed, she was, I don't know how, she must have just learned it from the books or whatever, but, like, she could speak it to a disturbing degree, which was just absolutely fascinating. Klingon works. A kid was raised with Klingon as their first language. You know what? I don't know how I feel about that. I really don't. Like, you're gonna spend, as cool as that is, you're gonna spend the formative years of your child's neuroplasticity learning a fake language from a TV show. I don't know. Not my place to tell somebody how to raise their kids, but I don't think I'd do that. I want to see this next thing. I want to see the next stage of this. I can't remember if it's 5 stages or 3 stages. Oh, hey, Paul. Good to see you. I know people will fight me for it, but I read Wheel of Time first, found Lord of the Rings just okay. I read Wheel of Time. All of it at the time that I read it. Which was, I believe... we've talked about this a bunch of times. 10 books, I think, were out. I was in middle school, so this was like 2004-ish. Oh, there's definitely worse things to do to your kid, for sure. I do not think I have the willpower to ever read a very long book series like that ever again. I haven't really enjoyed the high fantasy type stuff nearly as much as everybody else. What if she was just speaking gibberish? I would have no way of knowing. But I believe that she was telling the truth because she was also second in her graduating class. I know there's couples who got married whose only shared language was Klingon. Seriously? How does that even work? Like, as the foundation of a marriage relationship, the only language that both of you speak is a made-up language from a TV show. Hey, if it works for you, go for it. I don't think I understand. Teach a 5-year-old quantum physics, that's the worst. Show me a 5-year-old who can comprehend quantum physics. Because a lot of 25-year-olds can't comprehend quantum physics. Oh, no. I'm not saying it's not worth doing. Learning a second language is absolutely extremely beneficial. It just blows my mind. One, that the language is that fleshed out where it's actually viable to learn and communicate with it outside of the bounds of whatever media that it's involved in. Started at the beginning not knowing it was 14 1,000-page books long. Yeah, that's how they get you. Musings Muses, thanks very much for the 5 gift memberships. Friendo, who's got them? Words are hard, I agree. Riley, Faza, Jayanti, Dominic Frey, and I think, is that 5? I can't count. I'm bad at math. That is 5. So thanks for those. Welcome to the boosters. And then Paul with 10 right after. Thank you very much, Paul. Who's got him? Damien H, Gamevar, Mr. Elise, Chicago Mike, Yeah, Jack Wagon, Redeemed Dvorak, Tom Lammers, Kenny Alexander, Chad Troyer, and Rickson. Courtesy of Paul. Thanks you very much, and welcome to everybody. You get early access to videos and sometimes, a little bit of behind-the-scenes stuff. Kids are sponges if you keep their attention. They absolutely are. There's a couple different ways to think about that. I know one of those would be make sure you're responsible in what you are teaching and showing children, because they can be very impressionable. But the other thing is, it is amazing what children can absorb. And I honestly, it's very exciting to think about like the possibilities if they are exposed to the right kind of stuff, like what their minds can achieve. And then they can grow up and get depressed about how they never accomplished anything like me. It's fine. How goes the Public Works project? You're looking at it. We are 22% of the way through building, and then at some point soon we should see another stage of this pop up, but we're not quite there yet. Everything else is going okay, but we are very low on metal blocks. And these are already automated, so I don't think it's going to get any better. It's just going to be, we have 8 of these, taking 4 hours each to make 1 block. So every 4 hours we get 8 blocks. Every day we get math 24. So now that we're using all of the metal to build this thing, then it's going to take a long time. They need 2,000 metal blocks for this. And I do have it deprioritized very heavily so that we don't, you know, completely suck up all of our resources. But it kind of already has. Thank you for the great content. Me and my daughter love watching when it's quiet time. Much love from Colorado. Thanks for watching. I'm glad you can enjoy it. Part of the reason why I try to not go too insane in these is because people watch with their kids. Well, by insane, I mean like inappropriate stuff. So thank you for those of you in the comments who keep it relatively clean and family friendly. I do appreciate it. 32 blocks a day. Okay, yeah, I'm bad at math. Sucking up all the scrap metal. We have 700 scrap metal. We're doing okay. What we should do, though, is we should get this this efficient mine up and running. In fact, hold on. I have 30... Oh, I have 34 vacancies for bots because I put all of the hauling posts for bots. But these probably should all be bots. We're just not quite there yet. I don't have enough. I don't have enough bots. But if we can get this mine going... Oh, now we're out of treated planks. I got one here. And I got these two here. These have not been automated. Oh, and this is even slower because it's only beavers doing it. Every 3 hours you get one plank. One treated plank. And I need for this, I need another... I need another 189. Did they go into... They go into this? They did. All right. For the good of everybody, I'm going to pause this for right now. Because we need to catch up on our planks. And I'm going to bottomate the wood workshops. Prioritize. And then I think I can put some of the hauling posts back to beavers. And hopefully we are able to continue getting more bots. We might have to... okay, there they go. We might have to build more of these part makers. I was hoping to kind of avoid that, but it's not always easy. How do I want to... how do I want to do this? Do I want to have a staircase in between? I think I'm going to have to. The way this is set up. Let's yeah, let's just get out ahead of this before it becomes a problem. Yeah, we'll just put 3 more of these here. I know I need to have more gear workshops, so that's what I'm gonna do. Is hold on, is that facing? No. I'll just put 3 more of these things here, then they can get not factories. They can get these here, here, and here. Just keep those nice and in line. And then I guess... No, you know what? No, I'm going to put stairs here. Oh, this is the one they were actually almost done building. That's annoying. But they do need to be able to get up to the top. So that's going to require us... I guess if I really wanted to... Oh, yeah, you know what I can do? I can actually have this come up this way. Then I can either go down, or I could just have another building up top here, because it will still be possible to have power connected through the back. No, never mind. A building's not going to fit here. I lied. We'll just have to put power connections on the inside, or maybe we don't because they're connected on the other side. Anyway, this will work here. So that, of course, is to allow us to get up on top with these guys. We'll need 2 more of those assemblers. And then this, of course, will just take whatever time it can. How did I do this? Was this a... It's an overhang 2x1 going back. Okay. I knew there was something like that, but I can't always remember everything. Let's bring that up like so. 2x1 overhangs. There and there. And then these were just warehouses for bot parts, which I think we can continue doing. I don't know if I want to do anything like an after dark stream. I think people would exploit that. I was only allowed to watch educational TV when I was a kid. I thought it was mean at first, but discovery shows like Mythbusters quickly piqued my interest in STEM. Yes. Yes, there's so much, well, maybe not anymore, but there's so much quality educational content at that point in time that you could have kids watch on the TV. I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and just complain about media all day because I don't think that's a productive conversation, but a lot of that now is mostly shifted over to YouTube. I can't remember the last time I sat and watched more than an hour of TV. I haven't had cable in, well, sheesh, at this house I haven't had cable in like 16 years. But I loved watching Mythbusters. How It's Made, also a very good one. And then, you know, History Channel started getting more into the reality TV stuff, and I was like, alright, I really don't care about this at all. But some of it was pretty interesting. Call it Aftershave. That's a great name. That is a great name for that. Except I haven't shaved since 2012, and I'm not going to do it again. Bedtime with beard. No. Random facts about trains and other public transportation. Yeah, something tells me not all of you would be receptive of that. Definitely not. Alright, bot assemblers. Assemble, I guess. Oh, you know what we can do here? You know what we can do here? Because this is... these would conduct power behind them as well. I can take... here and here. 2x1 overhangs. And then this, right, like so. I can have staircase. I don't know why it would need to go down, but we can leave that open. Then I can have you know what, this actually isn't this actually isn't the slam dunk I thought it was going to be, but it's fine. It's fine. I'll swallow my pride and just put the single thing here. We'll just make a couple bot chargers on the back. It's okay. But I could do the same thing here. I know this is incredibly not what you're supposed to do with this. But it... Ooh. Look at this. Look at this. Bang! Oh, I feel like I just won the lottery doing that. I think you're missing a path behind the power shafts. Where? I don't think we need anything behind there. Once the stairs get put in, that should be... Oh, you know what? You're exactly correct. There you go. I would never have noticed that, so thanks for bringing that up. And these are all... Yeah, those are all nicely connected there. This... Oh, this is only connected way down here. Through this staircase. So that's a little bit of a long route to go, but they can still get to it, which, you know, is good. Alright, doing the kid thing of watch this and fumbling hard is a fundamental step in learning, so we're going to celebrate those things. But yeah, we're definitely going to need more bots, for sure. I did pause this, right? Yes, okay. Oh, that's the second The second level, I guess. I just now noticed. Oh, look how cool this is. All the little details and stuff. Oh, this is awesome. I wish I could rotate correctly, but that is pretty stinking cool. I'm glad they did that. Science-wise, we still need more. And I was going to make... oh yeah, we're in a drought, and we're probably out of power. No! Actually, surprisingly. This has held pretty strong. So that's good to see. Very, very cool. So that's going to get done, hopefully. Hopefully, and then we can put more stuff over here. You know, I never actually bothered to look in through the top of this. I see some sort of machinery. Okay, that's like a wheel, looks like. Yeah, it's no longer turning. Wait, hold on. Is that the same wheel that's on the gear workshop? It kind of looks like it. Alright, I need to make sure that this is connected again. And then this is storage for all the... Okay, we're out of bot parts, of course. Except what's in this one? Is this limbs or chassis? Okay, that's chassis. We've got heads, limbs here. Gonna have to put... Not pantries. A couple more for limbs here. So that'll be 4 containers for limbs and 1 container for heads, 1 container for chassis. That should work pretty well. Oh yeah, they are only beaver powered. I don't have enough bots yet, but we will have to fix that at some point. We'll get there. Lag. So are they not doing this because they're out of dirt? Because the dirt is not quite fast enough. Well, we got a lot of space back. Unfortunately, not a lot of it's super useful. Pumpers under bot power. I don't have enough bots. We'll get there. But it is going to take a little bit of time. What about the gear workshops to be prioritized by haulers? We can do that. In fact, we should probably at this... Oh, the farmhouses aren't. At this point, we probably should have just about everything prioritized. If we have enough haulers to do it. There we go. That works. And now we just have to wait. Because now we're using the metal to make more bots that can help us make more metal. But it's just a very slow process. We still have plenty of scrap metal, so we do need more smelters. Not really sure where else I could get away with putting those. This engine, these 2 engines actually, could go. This could continue to get replaced. But the way this is set up now, I kind of can't, because I have the irrigation barrier here. But if we're not going to farm in this exact area right here, then I guess it doesn't matter. I could just go ahead and get rid of all of these, and then... Because these are not... Yeah, these are not connected to anything, but I do need to go ahead and... add another one of these here. How long has this had the target that moves over next to the building when it's aimed at it? That's pretty cool. No plank storage, no plank storage. That's unfortunate. Is the doorway in the correct spot? Yes, it is. So this should get built pretty quick here. Make sure that's automated. I don't know enough about RimWorld to be sure. I don't see why not, but I also know basically nothing about it, except the name. Yes, it just takes time. So these are ramping up in speed. These are just about there. These are very slowly recharging. I really would like to put some more smelters in, but I don't think we really have... Well, one, we don't have the bot capacity. Two, we don't have the power capacity to get rid of these and replace them. Extract-wise, we still have 500 something despite just having one centrifuge operating. Of course, they're still not working on this. Where am I going to put the... where am I going to put the wind tunnels? I got to do those. Got to do motivatoriums. I didn't read the flavor text for this one before. A mechanical theater that educates beavers on the core iron teeth values. Yes. You will be taught what to think. Where am I going to... We're going to plop this propaganda thing. Because it has to have power and... Oh, okay, it's ground only. Well, that severely complicates things if it's ground only. That pretty much means it has to go here. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Put down 8 hauling posts. I already have a ton. Also, the beavers don't need to be working. We don't need the beavers to be working. Can raise an island for the entertainment. Okay, well that would take us a lot longer than I think we want to spend. I guess if I can get the power across here. Is this going to let me I have to go... I can't go directly over the top of this, I don't think. No, so I would have to have... I don't know. This is probably the best spot to put it. I just don't know. I don't know. The progress now is so slow because we used most of our resources that I kind of don't want to... make you guys sit through all of it. But I also can't make it go any faster. So we're just kind of stuck sitting here now. I will not be getting a tattoo of a beaver. What can we build that doesn't involve metal? Like any of this stuff? Pretty much all needs metal. Except for the mud bath, but that needs the treated planks we don't have. Even the exercise plaza needs metal. But that is something. It's 5 by 5. Okay. That's not really going to fit up here. Hold on. Can I rotate this at the same speed? Yeah! The same speed as the thing on the inventor hut. Completely unnecessary information to know. I wonder if they'll ever make a 6-way power intersection now that they're going vertical. The mod vertical power shafts included one. I don't know if it still does. But yeah, that was the universal power shaft, I think. It was the 6-way. Clean up the paths. Yeah, we can. Because I wasn't sure what we were going to do here. Because this was not even land up until recently. Me watching the ceiling fan when I was 6. Me also. Could put the fun stuff down by the mangroves and use the capped bad water sources to power them. You know, we probably could. Because this open is just a regular source. It would provide power. I will go ahead and close it so it doesn't... Oh, it wouldn't poison anything up here anyway. But I was kind of worried about not expanding the mangroves because we didn't have a lot. But now we have almost full storage. So I think we can actually keep up pretty well with what we have. I don't need to expand it. We would just have to think about how we want to lay this in here. I also could just, you know, build engines to power all this. It really doesn't matter. Because these take 400 each. These take 200 each. To get everybody, assuming that some are still working, to get everybody into the, well, I don't know, any given thing here, I'd probably need to have 4, maybe? Inside of a day. I don't know. We're at the stage of the playthrough now where we are probably going to have to spend a whole lot of time waiting if we aren't completely sure about what we're going to be doing. But exercise plaza does not have to go on the ground. It can go on top of stuff. This is 3 above. If we put wind tunnels down below, these are also 5 by 5. I could put exercise plazas directly on top of the wind tunnels if we were in a situation that would allow us to do that. The motivatoriums, I'm pretty sure I could build directly over the top of these like they are right now. I don't have enough dirt left over to do mud baths. I don't know, we got decisions to make, because this can all be blasted out. We already knew that was a possibility. But how much of it would I want to blast out, or would I want to at all? Because I kind of like stuff just staying the way it is. I do think, though, that we need to get into the number crunchers just so we can stop worrying about the science. Because we are going to want to start putting in the control towers and, of course, the grease factories as well. I honestly completely forgot about the grease factories. So we really should have somewhere a couple of those. Because I've already got this here, got this here. This doesn't come through here, so that's fine. I don't really have anywhere else up here to put too much more. I could put a couple of grease factories here, maybe. But I don't know where else I would put stuff. I probably should not have put these exact tanks right here. If I shift this over 2, and I got 2 over on this side. But no, then the stairs here go down to this, because this is where this was originally placed. But if I moved it over 1, then I could have 2 more tanks here, but then it wouldn't match with this, and I'd have to move that farmhouse. It's not worth it. We'll just leave it where it is. But I do need to figure something out about this. Yeah, getting to add water sources might be a little bit cheaty, but if it was an endgame thing, like in the water beavers, there is a pump, an aquifer pump, you can just place anywhere on the map and it will get water by drilling a little bit. Yeah, like an artesian well. Power generating sluice or floodgates would also be cool. Yes. That would be interesting. I don't know if the base game really has a need for that, but it would be pretty cool. Why is this one not turning? Okay, that solves that problem. I thought I had clicked that already. Okay, so metal has caught up a little bit. That's good. We still only have 100 bots because these have not quite caught up. Oh, these aren't prioritized. All right, well, that's going to solve that problem real quick. And then, there we go. Got to get these done. I'm pretty sure these were... Oh, these also aren't being run by bots because I don't have enough bots yet, but maybe sometime soon we'll be able to get into there. Yeah, see, the problem we're running into now is that the bots are starting to break down because they've been here forever. So we need to be able to have them last longer. So this one lets them run smoother. Does it increase their lifespan if you use the grease in the control towers? Or does it just make them faster? I don't know. Would it be neat to have an over-the-top water wheel? I don't think the game would support that. The way the things are set up, but that would be very cool to have. Where am I going to put... I mean, I can put grease factories in here, but it keeps going back to the whole, okay, well, I kind of boxed myself into putting certain things in certain locations, and that's just the way it is. So I've got tanks full of the extract over here. So it's really, it's not that big of a problem, but I'm gonna have an issue. Because I know I can put these grease factories here. That's not a problem. And I probably should go ahead and do that, but now I'm gonna want to have a big tank for grease and a big tank for the extract. And I don't think I can fit it here without it just being a huge problem. So, instead, I will put a medium tank for grease here. Because that fills up that slot. And then I've just got to figure out how else I'm going to be doing this. Oh, it just takes time. Oh, this looks kind of cool. It's a little framework like that. Ah, the treated planks. Yep. The eternal problem. I was going to build more of those here. More of those things to build those. I guess I could put some more in this way. Is this marked for cutting? Okay, good, it is. This guy can reach it, right? Yes, okay. Kohlrabies are still... Oh, we're out. We don't have any. I don't think we really have any being grown except all the way over here. We have these two farmhouses that haven't really done too much with that. Cassava, we probably shouldn't get rid of this, but I know they're gonna need to build more, plant more of those. I guess I have this space here that will work for kohlrabies. I just never really think to do it down here because I think some of this dries out depending on how much water is in any given spot. Like I know this right now irrigates here, but it's not going to be forever. Platforms over the water would give more space. Yes, they would. But the problem then becomes it's ugly. You might be saying that's not a problem, and you're correct, but it still is. The dirt is what I'm trying to do here to get some more farming space, so I can kind of condense, take maybe this canola out of here, and put all the canola over here. In fact, I've got space here to put warehouses that can hold a little canola. And these should probably all be set as supply. That one didn't take, so there we go. But yeah, if I could get all of this out of here, then I could plant some more other stuff that we actually need for food over here. We're starting to run low on corn, actually, believe it or not. So this is all corn here. This is all soybeans, which we're full on. So maybe I'm not going to wait for these to get harvested. I'll just kill all this. I'm going to increase the amount of corn and decrease the amount of soybeans being grown over here. Eggplant, we probably still have... Well, actually, no. we're losing some of our eggplant stock. So I will I'll get rid of that, and then we'll just plant some more stuff. Why is one beaver sleeping outside? They shouldn't be. We have enough beds. We have exactly one unoccupied bed. Alright, where's my... There it is. Then this is going to be eggplant. So this one can access all of this. We haven't built anything else in this area here, and I honestly kind of forgot that was a thing, so I know we can plant some more and take advantage of all this space. It's just not always going to be this one doing it. The beavers stopped placing dirt blocks by the water. It is not too far. They have access to all of these. Well, except for the ones that haven't had blocks behind them built yet. This is just a very long process because some of this is very deep. Got to build 3 or 4 blocks up at a time. Also, somebody left a comment saying that T was the hotkey for hiding the water. I did not know that, so now we know. I could just sit here and spam the T key all day long. Okay, why is this saying it doesn't have... Oh, that's the mine. The mine's done. Efficient scrap metal. Explosives, gears, and treated planks. So we definitely... yeah, because now we're out of scrap metal, too. We definitely need to have more treated plank factories. So... yeah, this bit here is now going to have to get retired. And we're going to have to just blow this up and put more treated plank factories over here. A warehouse without stated goods. No, I think that was the mine. Yep. Explosive stocks are booming. Ha. 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 Why not switch the mine to science? You can't do that. Scrap metal or efficient scrap metal? I think it might be the folktales that let you do science with the mine. We will need to remove most of this stuff. This industrial lumber mill can go away. The wood workshop can go here. And then we're just going to line this whole thing with wood workshops, and then we'll have to put in another engine or two, maybe. No, you're fine. You don't need to apologize. Oh, don't get stuck here. Don't get stuck here. Pause. We must protect the beavers who want to get stuck from being stuck. I just have this one here that has to get popped in. And then we'll see how this fourth wood workshop helps us out. But I think we're still going to need to put 2 more in there. And then figure out what else we have to do from there. Oh, these are running in like perfect sync. That's kind of... oh, okay, it's not quite perfect sync. It was close. Have you placed more random pantries? I have not. We just have this one here, and we've got a couple in different spots. Yeah, the new building look that's got the frame when it's partially built is really cool. Also, I just now noticed that the little exhaust things for the engine are clipping, which is unfortunate, but it's fine. Alright, this is ready to go. Alright, this is going away just so we can, you know, get all this in place and then we'll put everything else where it is supposed to go. So that would be 5 of these. Hopefully 5 is enough to help keep us going here. I'm going to have to blow up. Let's see, that would be 3. And then here. I actually don't know. I don't think 2 of these is going to be enough to power all of this, but yeah, definitely won't, because these are 250 apiece. And 2 of the engines is only 800. Well, we'll do what we can do. The bot numbers are climbing. Very slowly, but they are climbing. I think it might be bogged down by the parts, actually, so maybe we should just automate these and put a couple more of the hauling posts back on beavers only. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's going to be much more important, getting this expedited. Oh, they can't reach that. Well, that's what the path is for, to get a little bit closer there. Yeah, that's going up. Slowly, but it is going up. Kohlrabi-wise. Are these guys even doing anything? I know they're like really far away from where they're living, but these are going to be automated at some point. Do you like space games? I haven't really played very many. Believe it or not, pretty much the only time I'm playing video games now is when I'm doing these streams and these videos. So I haven't really played much of anything that is not Timberborn or the Penguins or Prison Architect in the past year or so. The City Skylines I used to play a lot, and then the sequel came out and we all know how that went. So I have not been back to City Skylines 2 in any meaningful degree since the last time we streamed that. And that was a very long time ago. So, I don't know. I've had people try to get me into different stuff, and sometimes it just doesn't click. By sometimes, I mean most of the time. So, I'm honestly kind of content where I am with what I'm playing. Not that I have time to really do anything else. Get a number cruncher and get a control tower near the bot production to speed bot production. The control tower requires a number cruncher to actually, be viable. And while we are making a lot of power right now, during the droughts we aren't. And the number cruncher is constantly taking 500. So the number crunchers probably should be running off of their own engines. I would have to, it's like going to buy hot dogs and hot dog buns. It never adds up. It never quite adds up. This takes 500, but the engine produces 400. So you'd have to have 5 engines and 4 number crunchers minimum to have everything perfectly balanced. Is the kohlrabi issue because they have nowhere to store them, so they're taking all the way across? You know what? That might actually be it. This no longer needs to be here. So I'll tell you what we'll do. Is I will do a... How much metal can I get away with this? Yeah, I can. We'll put a 3x1 overhang here, and then I'll just do a large kohlrabi warehouse. I know we already have kohlrabi storage, but having one set to supply probably would help this farm massively. Do the devs allow dynamite to be placed on the paths? Yes. That is a base game feature. It is a very good one. Okay, that one's good to go now, so I can put this engine in place. So I know this won't get everything, but it will help. The demand for this right now is, so okay, now that says 850, now it says 1100. That's not that much. Not that much power being generated. Well, we'll figure it out. Hopefully. This isn't really a great way to be doing this. I don't have any power being generated in the crater. But we could, they can be placed underground. I just haven't bothered to do that. Game settings, I believe everything is on Ultra. I have not looked in, when did I buy the game? September 2021, I think. But they should be all set on Ultra. Running at 1440p. Need 3 engines for 5 treated plank factories. Okay. So I did make a bad choice. So where else am I gonna... This is already basically almost done. I'm gonna have to... yeah, I'm gonna have to blow this up, but this is gonna be a challenge to get in here. Alright. So let's see. Is this going to, gonna let me do this? That would be 3. Oh, this one would have to come way down. This one's got to be 3 and then another 3. But these are just 3. And those could just be 1. I know it's not going to let me get at these two quite yet. But if we go in with a suspension bridge here, after this one's in place, then I should be able to do both of those. Windmills do not exist for the Iron Teeth. But they are intermittent, yes. If you've been watching the series we've been doing on the folktales, that has been a major theme of waiting for the windmills to kick in during droughts. Yeah, once you get past a certain point with the amount of bots and beavers, it doesn't matter what kind of computer you have. It's just going to not run very well. But that number has gone steadily up over time. Well, like when I first bought the game, I've always played it on this computer or if I've been traveling and had to make videos on my laptop. But when I first bought the game in 2021, you could barely get to 200 beavers before stuff got super, super bogged down. Windmills absolutely need gravity batteries to smooth out the power distribution. You are correct. The gravity batteries really, really help. They make it much more bearable to do literally anything with the windmills. Okay, that needs to be taken care of there. I think the main issue with the game isn't even the graphics, it's just trying to do the pathing. Every time you place something, we still have just, this entire map is just one district. We have not had to do anything else. But anytime you place a building, it has to recalculate all the paths. And then the district rework for Update 4 helped a lot with that. But it's still, after a certain point, it gets to be almost unbearable. Alright, now this should be reachable, and it is. Very good. Yeah, that terraces map is a beast. Alright, and this one is just about done. Bingo. And that will go there. Alright, that should make this area more or less completely self-sustainable. The 2 bot chargers probably aren't going to work forever. We will need to have more, but I don't have anywhere else to place them currently. So we'll just have to do what we can here. Gotta go to sleep. Good night. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. Alright, that no longer needs to be there. This could be prioritized. And we should... This will only get us to 1,200, but it's better than nothing, right? The bot chargers do have to exist. But now I actually have... I've got bots who aren't doing anything. Alright, okay. I don't need to automate the mines just yet, but I did promise you guys we're going to automate these. There we go. So that's taken care of. Didn't engines need a beaver in the past? They didn't need a beaver, but they had an option for one. Now it's just drop off and light it on fire and go. Yes, it's a very good change. Yeah, everything has stages. It's really, really cool. I've been very, very impressed. These also need automated, which we'll go ahead and do. Beavers able to access storages that are stacked on top of other storages by 1 block height without paths? No. They have to be able to get into the entrance. Oh, the grease. I guess we technically have some stored. Never mind. It's gone. Yes. The wood is a continuous problem, which we can slowly fix by adding more dirt. But that is a very, very long process. I was going to have more trees planted here. So why don't we do that? Let's blast this whole thing out a little bit deeper here. And then we can plant some more oak trees. Can you imagine the fire risk in a fully wooden society? Yes, I can, because that was basically the world before the 1900s. London, how many times did London burn down? How many times did Chicago burn down? San Francisco burned down. Japan, like basically before World War II and all that, pretty much everything was made out of wood. And they just rebuilt it anyway because it was constantly burning down. Should see what I did for wood on the terraces. Post a picture in the Timberborn chat. Every piece of dirt on the second level is growing trees. That's a lot of trees. Oh, they can't reach this. Alright, well, we'll fix that. We'll start here in case anybody decides to be stupid and walk up the stairs. Now they can't. And now we have all this extra space for activities. And by activities, I mean growing wood. That will work nicely. Help us get a little bit further. And yep, they can plant all that. This one bit will get done. I know this is like not a complete replacement for all the dirt that we're going to need, but it does help. Could add another lumberjack in the crater. We could. I don't know that we need to, but I will prioritize that by hauler, see if that helps. Come on, click. Thank you. There we go. Yeah, I do remember seeing a couple of those pictures. Any reason you haven't enabled the mine by the excavator? Because we haven't needed to. It consumes resources. Oh, it actually is going. Never mind. I forgot that I turned that on. But we don't really need to have this going right now. We just kind of do have it going. Hey, Davey. I don't have enough bots to fully automate the mines yet. I can research it, but I don't know why I didn't do that. Okay, canola is pegged at 1400. Oh, they're done. Good, 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 good. This will be planted here. And then I am going to unplant all of this as canola. Now, this isn't quite a one-to-one replacement for all of this space, but we did already have full storage on the oil and on the seeds. Did you see where older beavers move out of the bigger homes into smaller homes if they're available as sort of... I did not. That's actually really cool. So that would be, I wonder if... Maybe that's something we can try in the Folktale series. Build like a little retirement village or something to see if they move into that. Very, very, very long time ago. Could have been maybe series 5? Where I tried to make like more aesthetically minded stuff and didn't really do that good of a job of it, but we still had fun anyway. I tried to make little clusters of beaver homes that were landscaped nicely. Heavy plank storage by the treated plank factories. I don't know. Logs. Oh, I do. I have planks right here. And then the treated planks go into this pile because the mine uses them. So that works. That is prioritized, yes. Okay, those are all planted. I probably should have another forester somewhere over here. We could have this entire middle ring taken up with foresters. So where could I get away with putting it here? Probably could. That's not the right height, is it? No, these are 3. Okay. So if I just put here, forester, I probably should also have the path not be on the dirt here. But the way this is built, I don't think it's going to need to be a problem. I think we just keep going around like this and just blast into the side of the mountain when we have to. It'd be much faster for me to build like this and then just connect it at the end. So I don't have to import all of the lag from everything. Alright, and now that's connected. So now it goes all the way across. This forester, oh good, there is some overlap. It might not have been the most efficient thing to do it without overlap, but it's fine. I'm just going to blast out all of this that can go one level. That'll use up all of our dynamite we're not really using. I know we're using it in the mines, but eventually we're going to want all this to be farmed, so that's fine. Yeah, look at these guys coming in here. Blasting holes and everything. You want me to make stream compilations? It would take me so long to do that. Like I don't know how to say it without like sounding mean. I really don't have time to do that. Like, I'm genuinely not trying to be dismissive here. It would take me so stinking long to, like, edit down 6 or 7, sometimes 10 hours of stream content a week into, like, one video. Like, that would be something I would have to hire someone to do. That is also kind of why I try to, at the beginning of the stream, at least briefly touch on some of the stuff that we did before. Can I, did they do the entire thing? All the way around? Wow. Okay, except for this. But, I am just going to go ahead and set this off anyway. Yes. Look at that go. Not quite as fast as I thought. Okay, there were a couple that didn't get placed, so it is going to stop, but... One lumberjack is never able to make it fully to the corner. Yeah, you're correct. We need to put in a couple more. So, why don't we... Yeah, just right here. I'll put in 2. 2 here and 2 here. That should end up helping a lot. There should not be any thunder at all today. I did check the forecast, so we should be relatively safe from having to deal with that. Yeah, I think long term I'm going to have to figure out some sort of solution for the whole streams are too long problem. Because I don't want to necessarily create more work for myself. But I also don't want to just flat out say, well, I don't care that you don't want to watch the whole stream, because that's extremely inappropriate. I should care, and I do. But it's at this point it's a question of like investing time. Does it just mirror the dynamite chain explosion slower at triple speed? I don't know why it would be. But we can, the next one we do, we can go back to normal and see if it's any faster. I should also say that it is not normal to stream for 11 hours straight, and I don't think I ever want to do that. The only reason these have been so long in the earlier episodes of this series is because people kept throwing money at me. And then you lose track of time because you're busy reading 150 names in a row. Most of the streams that I have ever done have been in between 2 and 3 hours. And that's usually about as long as I want to go. But if we're having a fun time where people are really engaged or whatever, then there's not really a huge reason to stop. So I will just keep going a lot of the time. Oh, is this going to grow trees in the corner? It should. I think. Throw some money at the screen. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Linux era's here. But we can, I mean, I don't know about cutting into like separate videos, but we can do like in the very end before we say goodbye, we can do a recap of what we did. Words are hard. 5 gift memberships. Thank you very much for those. Who's got them? Thomas Morris. Why am I laughing at this? I'm 32 years old. And I quote, YouTube user, farty butts poop. Dale Camp, Percio Godoy, and Jonathan Lutz, welcome to the Beard Boosters. Courtesy of our friend Words Are Hard. Words are so hard, man. Yeah, and again, I want to reiterate that I'm absolutely not trying to say I don't care that people either don't want to or can't watch the long streams. It's just as a person doing this by myself, who also has other stuff that I've got to do, it just... If there's like a lot of people saying like, hey, we really, really, really want to have edited down versions of the streams, or you want to have like an entire series compiled into one super long video so we can just have it play continuously, then maybe that's worth looking into. But especially after it has been several days since the stream has happened, I do not remember what I did. And for me to go pick out highlights from the thing, I would have to rewatch it, which also takes a really, really long time. But if you're somebody like, say, RCE, who has multiple millions of subscribers and has editors that he can actually afford to pay a living wage, his editors are probably making 2 or 3 times, 4 or 5 times as much as I'm making just from the videos myself, because he has so much income from all these different things, and he can actually afford to do that. And he can have all of his, like, what, 3-hour long gameplay edited into a 20-minute video. That takes a huge amount of time. Oh, I was gonna... Okay, never mind. I guess we'll have to play some more dynamite, because I was gonna have that be a slower thing. But most of the rest of the streams that we're going to be doing in this, I don't think are going to be too terribly long. They should probably be in the 2 to 3 hour range. Which is harder, words or math? It depends on what side of the bed I woke up on. Yes, I'm also not going to allow people to do work for me for free. Because I strongly believe personally in the value of paying creative people for their work fairly. So I'm not going to allow someone to do it for free, to make content for me that I profit from for free. If you are making something for me that I am using to make money, you are also going to make money. That's just how it works, or I'm not going to do it. It's also part of the reason I really, really hate generative AI. Because it removes talented artistic people from the equation and directly, blatantly steals copyrighted work for the profit of other people. I detest that very strongly. That being said, I've got some more trees to plant now that I have all this space. I don't know how far out this is going to... Wow, I guessed perfectly. Okay. That works. And then I suppose I can put in another couple of lumberjacks here. Just 2. And then to get most of the rest of this set up, I probably would have to do a forester maybe here. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, that'll work, and then I can put another one over here. That'll be fine. Then we'll have a bunch of oaks planted. And we'll be in good shape. This might actually, all the stuff we're planting now, it's not going to double the amount of oaks that we've got planted, but it's going to be like at least another 50-60%. I wonder if it's worth trying to get around to blast this down 3-wise. I am not entirely sure. Okay, no, that can get planted. That's going to work. I feel like if I end up blowing up any of this, then I'm going to have to do all of it, and okay, they can't actually cut anything here because I haven't marked it for cutting yet. Let's not forget to do that, shall we? That is definitely not a mistake I want to make. Not having this all ready to go. There we go. Yeah, just get this all... No, you idiot computer. What did you do that for? There we go. Now, if it decides not to lag, then we'll be good to go. Cycle 74. I don't think I've ever done a Timberborn series this long. So it always ends up being done about cycle 30, 35. Depending on how long the cycles are. I think the one that had the 39... I can't remember if it was 39 or 49 day droughts. But that one could have been cycle 30 something. All right. I believe this is about as much as we can reasonably hope for them to actually get done here. So I will just need to put in one more. I will pop that here. If that fits, flip it around. And then I will put a single lumberjack here. So I got 2 there. I got the 1 here. I have... Oh, I'm going to need another one. I'm going to need another one. I'll put it right next to it. There we go. Email. Thank you, email. I have not looked at chat in several minutes. I will do so once we're finished with this. But give me one more moment to get the rest of this locked in here. And then we'll see what else we can find ourselves doing here. So that'll all get planted. These 2 as well. Marked for cutting. Alright. Look at all that. Everything that does not currently have a tree on it, plus this little bit, this entire bit, we've all just added. That is really going to help our wood situation. Okay. Now I got to scroll way back up. Small piece of the end of the stream with a little recap would be great. Yes. And please, all of you in the chat, please keep me honest about this and remind me to do this before we say goodbye. I will always, as much as I can moving forward, remember to do that. That's why the clients pay you $325. What do you do that you get paid $325 an hour? That sounds awesome. I'm not paying with hot tub streams. Are you intentionally making an avocado? No, I'm not. But now I guess that's what this is going to be, is an avocado. I've never had avocado toast. Probably would like it, though. I like avocados. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to put these trees over here. Mark those for cutting. There we go. Now it's done. Okay. Know how long it takes to edit videos? I myself did it for a Dutch YouTuber. It's a huge amount of work. It's part of the reason why I don't do it. I just go. Stream of consciousness, play for an hour, get stuff done, hopefully learn self-discipline and not waste time in videos, and then upload it, and that's it. It allows me to play a whole lot of stuff, well, a whole lot of the same stuff, and we can get a lot of stuff done quickly, and series usually only take about 3 months, versus if I had to edit stuff, it would take me a year. Would you consider doing water beavers on stream next time? Possibly. I polled it, and people said that they would watch water beavers on stream, but a lot of people said that they would prefer it as videos, so that's why I did the next series, or the current series, as videos for water beavers. Don't forget to mark them all for cutting. Yep, we took care of that. That was 5 minutes ago, though, so at that time I don't think I had. Water beaver stream would be chaos. Yes, it would. It would be fun, though. Prison Architect live stream with all Supermax have access to armory and kitchens. Do you want a recipe for a super riot? Because that's how you can get one. I'm not opposed to that, though. Oh, now I'm behind on chat. Okay. I'm a millennial and I'm just trying, man. Me too. Me too. we're just out here. What are you gonna do when the Folktales series ends? I haven't fully decided yet. I'm gonna try my best to always have at least one Timberborn video series and one Timberborn live stream series going. Hey Michael, good to see you. 3 minutes late. I'm back reading chat, but we're good. You know you can turn sips and sounds off. Yeah, but there's sometimes I want the sounds on. I just forget to close the client before I have my streams or my recordings sometimes. Flywheels on Update 6 is going to be awesome. I think there's still a pretty good amount of work that needs to be done before that can happen, but I am eagerly awaiting. What about a bridge to cut through the middle so they don't have to always go completely around the circle? Well, the mine's kind of in the way. But we could we could do a little, what do you call it here? That is the scientific term. At least through that bit, so they can just go cut a little bit of time off. Oh, okay. I am also a photographer. I do not make $325 an hour. Most of the time, I don't get paid. But it's fun. Well, I don't get paid directly for taking pictures. I do it as a function of some of my other work. So you must be doing weddings if you're making $325 an hour. Or really, really good corporate stuff. Would love if you could take a crack at City Skylines 2. I did. We had streams. They did not run very well at all. And then I got frustrated, so we just didn't continue it. I would like to go back to it. But the reason I hadn't yet is because we got the Timberborn update, and then you know what happens. Whenever a Beavers update drops, it is required by international law that you spend as much time as possible playing the Beaver game. So that's what we've done. I would like to... I wanted to originally do video series on City Skylines, but the feedback I got on that idea was not all positive. Because some people took that to mean that I was trying to change to become more of like a city planner plays kind of thing. Like that's... I'm not going to put that... I'm not going to put that much effort into making videos, I'm sorry. That takes so much time. So much time. I'm not... This is not my full-time job. I do spend a lot of time doing YouTube, but presently... Even as great as the last couple months have been, is still not quite what I would need to be at to safely say I'm not doing anything else. So I decided that I'm just going to keep on doing what we've been doing because it works and it's fun. But if I had the time to actually invest 40 real hours per week into doing this, then maybe I could take time and write scripts and do graphics and all this stuff and have some sort of a simulation of a fake city and involve you guys in, you know, like policy decisions on like rezoning things. I had all sorts of cool ideas for this. But then people, asked people about it and they're like, well, I don't really care about watching that. I'm like, all right, well, I'm not gonna spend a whole bunch of effort doing it if people don't want to see it. But, you know, stuff changes. Maybe that ends up being something people might want to see. Maybe it doesn't. I just like doing video games and having a good time with you guys. As long as we're all having a good time, that's fine by me, no matter what it is we're doing. Maybe you can do like a hardcore mode with the custom map and custom settings for the droughts and bad tides, but make it extra hard with the dice roll to increase the water and bad water sources. So, Davey, I'm so glad you brought that up, because I was thinking the other day, people have been asking for that. They've been asking for a redo of the drowned map kind of thing. And I had an idea that what if we did that again? I don't know if it would be on the same map or not. I'd have to find some sort of map to do it on. But we incentivize it into being a thing where people can control additional dice rolls. I don't know what the incentive would be, but like not just the like cycle changes or whatever, but some sort of viewer input to get additional dice rolls to make it more difficult. I'd have to figure out exactly what that would be or how I would want to do it. I wouldn't necessarily want to just like quote-unquote sell them as, oh, hey, you gift 5 memberships to people and I'll roll the dice another 5 times or something, because I don't want to exploit people for money. But if you guys can think of something fun that would add additional difficulty, then maybe we could work that in there. Could be a fun, chaotic live stream thing, especially now that the viewership is up so much on the Beaver videos. Like, even right now, this live stream, we have 159 people in here. And this is episode, quote-unquote, episode 14 of this series. It's been consistently very, very good, this whole series, people watching these. Whereas I think the Drowned streams, the most those ever got might have been 50? 50 people concurrently? And they performed really well after the fact, too. Like, people would go back and watch them like videos. Are you sure you aren't Canadian? Nope. I was born in the U.S., I do like maple syrup, though. Oh, we have homeless beavers again. Okay. Well, we can shut off another 2... Nope, that's not. We can shut another 2 breeding pods off. Because they keep living longer lives. They're not supposed to be. Okay, we need to plant additional crops. What do we need to plant additional crops that are not kohlrabies? These guys... these guys aren't even really able to get much of anything harvested here. I think because they have to walk so far, but once they're bots, it shouldn't be an issue. Speaking of bots, we got a lot of bots who are not currently working. I only have 2 charging stations here. I don't know if I want to automate this mine yet. But I've got, you know, I've got enough charging stations elsewhere. I think we can probably start, like, automating the hydroponic gardens would be a waste, but we will eventually need to do it. See, I don't really have that many jobs out here. Maybe the, maybe these gatherer flags would be easy ones to do, because they're pretty much going to be always working. And like the coffee, we haven't really, haven't even really managed to be able to use all of that. We need more coffee storage over here. I don't really have a great spot to put coffee unless I just put a big tank right here. Might work. Just for coffee purposes. Alright. Below 60 FPS, yep. That's the way it goes. Downstream is the first introduction. Oh, so it worked then. See, it's what's really amazing to me is like how long it's been since a lot of you have been watching stuff. And you keep coming back all the time. I guess that means we must be doing something right in here. I haven't seen the drone streams. Is there a playlist for them? Yes, there should be. I want to say it was update 4. It was actually, they started as videos. The first couple of them were videos, and then update 4 launched. This was an update 3. Update 4 launched, introduced the new Iron Teeth food, and then I had to redo it, and that's when I said, oh, we'll just do it as live streams. And then, you know what? That might have been the first time I actually had an entire series as a live stream. I'd done a couple live streams before with, you know, finishing series or revisiting series that were already videos, but it went really well. It was fun. I have not really looked at the workshop very much in the past couple weeks, but I think more and more stuff is slowly getting added. I should turn on the repopulator to sync. Oh, we're full on iron blocks. Iron blocks. Earth repopulator. Turn back on. We can watch these guys build stuff for a little bit. It is just really cool to see all these details here. "50% of the subscribers are from Season 5. Okay, well, Season 5 of Timberborn was the aesthetic build. And that was Update 3? That was like December 2022, I think. But half of the subscribers I have now, you know, it probably actually passed 14,000 while I was sitting here and I wasn't even paying attention. It was at like 13,995 earlier today. Yeah, I missed it again. I missed 13,000 and now I missed 14. But just now today past 14. Half of those were within the last 365 days. And then a year ago, today, half of those subscribers were probably from the previous 365 days. Because it was Update 5 that launched end of September last year. That to date is the best single month in terms of viewership numbers that we've ever had. Why are these beavers all so hungry? It's like all of them are hungry. We have so much food. This should not be happening. Well, it's fine. But yeah, it's gotten to be a little insane with how fast the growth has gone. But it comes in cycles, right? Because you have the updates only happen ever so often. And we had already had that's, I think that's correct grammar. Previously 2023, the Ostriv Update 5 release. I'm pretty sure that was like March of 23. And that, when that released, and I did a whole bunch of videos all at once, that doubled the amount of subscribers. I think it could have been 2,000 subscribers the end of 2022. And then between December 2022 and December 2023, I went from like 2,000 to 8,000 maybe, 7,500. It just completely blows my mind. Social Blade still says 13,900. Yeah, it takes a little while to update. Should I get a gift from YouTube? Now they don't care until you get to 100,000. But in that span of time, relative to channel size, and that span of time is like completely insane amount of growth. Like, of course, like, you know, the big channels are getting like 10,000 new subscribers an hour. Like, all right, well, doesn't really matter. But no, it's been fun. And what I really appreciate is that I have not had to change stuff to attract people to watch videos. They just do it. We're just here having a good time playing with the beavers. And then people are like, yeah, I'll watch this. Cool. Larger the subscriber count, the less personal it becomes. Yeah, that's the problem, is once you decide that you want to chase numbers instead of just do what you want to do, then you're going to have success because that's what YouTube wants. That's what the algorithm demands. But the soul of the channel dies at that point because you're no longer you. You're optimizing for whatever. I am mostly child friendly. Every once in a while. Every once in a while it doesn't end up being something incredibly appropriate, but for the most part I do try to keep it friendly enough for people to not be afraid of watching it with their kids. Because that is the dominant demographic is people who are of the age to have children. I think like 25 and older. It is very hard to read when a lot of people are posting. 20 unemployed bots. So we need to start automating. I guess we can start automating some of the water pumping. That will also enable us to not have to build more pumps if these are in the process of being automated. This can also go back to being bots. So now I only have 4 unemployed. These... Oh, that's right. I already did this. I just put them back on bio beavers because we hadn't been working on other stuff. Yeah, sensibilities of media appropriateness for children is very different in the United States versus Europe or some parts of Asia. I've never really understood why. Like, some stuff that gets shown is just like, really? You're going to let kids watch somebody get their head ripped off with, like, actual graphic detail? But you won't let them hear certain words? Like, why? That doesn't make any sense. But it is what it is. Fries on sandwiches is a Pittsburgh thing. Is it? I don't know that I've ever done it myself, but it doesn't seem like that outrageous of a thing to do. Any highly traveled paths you could put underground with water so that everyone gets water bonus. You know what? I hadn't even thought about that. Because most of this is pretty dense in terms of connections to the path. Man, this just looks so cool. I guess the next update to the model might be at 40. If it is 5 or if it's 3, then it'll be, I don't know, closer to 50. Restart the 4 centrifuges and automate them. Okay, yeah, we do need more extract. We could do that. I want to see if when this gets to 40, if this model updates again. So now it's at 39. They're hammering away at that thing. Okay, so that's 40, but the model has not changed, so I don't know. Oh, no, you know what it's going to be? It's going to be at 44%, because if it's, wait, no, it's not. Why would I say 44%? I'm losing my mind. I guess we'll just have to wait and see when this turns into another thing here. Casual conversation when not live feels like it. Yeah, that's exactly what I've been trying to do this entire time. Like, I went to school for media production, so in theory I know how to do all that stuff. But I'd much rather just not, you know? It doesn't feel right for something as simple as playing video games to have all the crazy editing and the this and that and all the whatnot. Because you're playing a game, you're talking to somebody. You're enjoying the experience of spending time with somebody else. It doesn't need to have a high production value. I mean, I'm not saying you can't do it, and I definitely watch videos from people who do that, and I don't dislike it. It's just, that's not what I want to do for myself. I just want to play video games and have a good time talking to people. That's it. Anyone done pasta or french fries on pizza? I have done pasta on pizza. Chicken Alfredo pizza. It's pretty good. There's not a lot of pasta on it, but just like a couple pieces here and there. With the chicken and instead of red sauce, tomato sauce or whatever, it's Alfredo sauce. Like a white sauce base. It's pretty good. Mac and cheese pizza. Also, probably should have been my first answer for that, honestly. Mac and cheese pizza is good. Are you saying we don't deserve... CC's. Oh, CC's. No data. Man, every single time. Okay, it should be back. I don't know what happened. There is no thunder here. Maybe it's just one of those things where, it just doesn't like when I do videos after a certain duration. I haven't dropped any frames. The connection, my internet connection has been fine. But I cannot figure out why it keeps dropping like that. Well, I was going to only go 2.5, 3 hours anyway, so I guess we... Alright. So, it seems they want me to suffer. So I guess we're going to go ahead and try to wrap up stream here before it does it again. I am unfortunately over Wi-Fi because I do not want to spend 6 hours dying in my attic when it's 140 degrees up there running Ethernet cable. Some point, but we'll go ahead and wrap it up so it doesn't, you know, spontaneously combust and then I have to go scream at somebody at Comcast for 4 hours. But what we did today, we had I guess this does kind of look like an avocado, but we planted a whole bunch more trees. We've got them all marked for cutting. Added a bunch more lumberjacks and foresters. And we also added excavation. And we added a bunch more land over here. We have plenty more to do, and we will continue doing it. Just, I guess, not right now. And we also added this glorious, horrifying, ugly structure where they're building the Earth repopulator here. And that will take some time to get built, but that will be, unfortunately, next time. Tentatively going to try to keep a Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday schedule for these streams. But as fall starts back up and I have to do more obligations on the weekend, we will probably not be able to stream every weekend. So we'll see what happens. I'll obviously keep you guys informed about everything. But that is more or less the summary of what we did in this stream. So, Davey, if you were still in here. Oh, you are. Okay, I see you. I am going to try to do this at the end of all the streams moving forward. If you guys keep reminding me of that, that would be great. So you can have a little bit of a recap. If you don't want to watch the whole thing, or if you can't, you can just skip to the last couple of minutes, and hopefully I'll be talking about that. But, yep, I'm going to go make sure my internet doesn't completely explode, and then I guess go record water beavers for tomorrow. And then tomorrow I am going to try and do probably Satisfactory in the afternoon. Maybe 1 p.m. I'll decide for sure once I have everything else finished for tonight. But I appreciate you guys as always. All the support has been amazing. Hey, we got a new stage. What was it? Okay, it was at 50. It was at 25.50, and there'll be another one at 75, I guess. This is looking cool. That's looking really cool. Oh, I love this so much. Oh, here we go again. It's the end of the stream, and you guys are throwing money at me. I appreciate you very much. Thanks, Devilish, for the 2. Tell your ISP that you keep trying to show strangers on the internet your beavers, and it keeps going down. Unacceptable. I feel like that's going to get my account flagged if I word it like that, but we'll see. Slepner, 5 gift memberships. Thank you so much. Hayabusa, Geminir, Jocker, Il, Ja B, and the Lorax. Do you speak for the trees? Let me know. But we'll get you guys integrated into the Beard Booster list for tomorrow's video. And moving forward, you'll be able to have your beavers named after you in-game as well. Yeah, the Lorax speaks for the trees. I planted trees. I planted a bunch of trees. Not going to have anything to say to me. We took care of that. But yes, now we will actually be finished for tonight. Thank you very much for everybody's support. All of the fun we get to have with each other it makes it worth doing all the... Like, I do it anyway because it's fun. But it's more fun when it's with you guys. So we'll see you later. Take care. Devilish, right when I'm about to hit end stream, you give me $10. Man, I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Everyone throw money, don't let them leave. Like, you're the ones that told me that the stream was bugging out, so I don't want it to be a terrible experience for people watching. But I was going to be done after 2 or 3 hours tonight anyway. But again, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Lord, what are you doing? What are you doing? 5 gift memberships. Okay, all right. Damien 6G, Grape Ape, MB, Omar, and Jose Armando Pasos Guia, I think. I tried my best. Oh, geez, here we go. Welcome to the Beard Boosters. Devilish with 5, Plague Dr. Johnson, Towler 77, Douglas Cates, Thorny Reef, and Brendan Kramer. Welcome to the Beard Boosters, courtesy of Devilish. Oh, no. And this is after I told you guys that was going to be the end of the stream, and you start doing this stuff again. All right. All right, I see how it is. I see how it is. Ah, all right. Well, we got to 50% here, 51%. Everything else I think is doing fine. The trees will get back up to where they need to go. You got 5 more seconds to do shenanigans before I hit end stream. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, that's it. I appreciate you guys. Thank you once again for all the amazing support. I really and truly do appreciate it. Could not do without you. Take care, friends. Bye-bye.